What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the grand finals of EuroLeague. What is up, Mr. Koopa? How you doing, bro?
I am doing fantastic.
Yeah.
So EuroLeague finals. This has been a tournament that's been happening every Friday, I think, for the past few weeks, and they finally made it to grands. Two teams facing off are World Friends Star and Rozando la Katastrofe, which I'm just going to call RK because that's a long name.
I'm surprised you managed to nail that pronunciation first try, dude.
I don't think I nailed it. But yeah, so lineups are on screen, but I'll read them out for you guys. Anyway, World Friend is FlowX, Mars, Rox, Starlo, Thomas, and Valor. RK is using Angel, Drac, Luigion, Roberto, Sebas, and Sliver. We're going to be watching Thomas for this this event.
Yeah. And the thing with World Friend Star, right? We all know and love them. That second part may be debatable, but but you've got to admit they are one of the best teams out there in the Mario Kart Central community, if not the best. So we've seen a lot of them, and all these players that you see on screen on the side of World Friend Star, we've seen them a lot. So this lineup that you see from World Friend Star, apart from the obvious person who's missing, which we're not going to go into detail about, it is the kind of the standard World Friend Star lineup you'd see.
Yeah, I think
go on.
Yeah, I think the only noticeable miss would be Swift. He's not playing today. But otherwise, yeah. I mean, but to be fair, World Friend Star, I mean, it's like, oh, they don't have Swift. Who did they sub in? Starlo? And it's like, oh, so much worse. Like, I don't think World Friend is a team that gets carried by lineups necessarily. So,
well, yeah. Honestly, considering how good they are, it'd be quite surprising if they were. So, but yes, as far as Swift goes, Swift, he's not always in every single lineup anywhere, I don't think. I think if he can play, then usually he's there, but yeah.
Yeah, of course. And on our case side, that looks like a fairly typical, I guess. Like, this looks like a lineup that, it's like, oh yeah, that's our case 6. Like, that's just what they're going to use for anything. I mean, the only maybe, like, Engel, would play, perhaps. But realistically, I think RK's lineup is something that we would expect from them.
Yeah, and you've got them. You've got those players like Sebas. You've got Roberto, Luigion, Sliver, Drac. I do see. I'm not sure if he's always in a main RK lineup. I think he's in.
He is now.
Yeah, I think he's in. I think he is. He has got some decent RK representation.
And then Angel,
especially recently. And then Angel, yeah.
Arguably the best Spanish player currently actively playing.
He's definitely up there. Most definitely up there. So yeah, this is the grand finals. Rather than being a best of 3, we're going back to the classic double elimination bracket style. So World Friend Star are coming into these grand finals on the winner's side. Meanwhile, RK coming in from the losers, which means World Friend Star only have to win one war, whilst RK have to win twice. So World Friend Star coming into this with the upper hand doesn't necessarily mean that they've got it in the bag, of course. But
I mean, you gotta watch out.
Well, yeah. RK, they are a very, very strong team, despite RK in general having a bit of a slip towards the end of this year, 2020. It's good to actually see them come this far, because as far as European teams go, RK are still one of the best. So it's good to see them bring this challenge to World Friend Star. Now the question is, will they actually manage to take them down? So we're here to find out. So as far as the room goes, it should be up. I don't think we have. I don't think we've got 12 in just yet. So whilst we wait for, whilst we do wait for the last few people, would you like to guess? Would you like to put a bet on who you think's going to take it, Koopa?
I mean, it's hard to bet against World Friend Star because they're just so dominant.
You know what? Fair enough.
But I would give it to World Friend, but I really don't think like RK is going to be a pushover. I think RK was able to beat World Friend in a scrim at one point with, I think, that exact lineup, and I really wouldn't count RK out of it. Like, if World Friend wins, it's not going to be like, oh, World Friend wins, they're up, 68 going into last race. Oh well, like, no, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be probably like by the skin of their teeth. Like, I'm predicting a win in the 20s, somewhere in that range more.
It's kind of a bit of pressure as well on because if you think about it, RK, if they lose, it's kind of like, yeah, good effort, but World Friend Star being probably the number 1 seed, I would imagine, for this tournament, it's kind of, if you lose to the number 1 seed, it sucks, but, it happens. Meanwhile, if RK win, especially coming from the loser side of Grand Finals, then that's pretty damn good. So not exactly too much to lose on the side of RK.
Yeah, I mean, second place at a tournament like this, I'd have to look up what teams were registered. Unfortunately, I wasn't paying very close attention to EL this time around, just because I wasn't I didn't pay attention a lot. But I know, like, World Friend Moon, DY Alpha. It doesn't seem like all the results were actually posted, so I don't actually know who came in third. Oh, actually, I do. It was DY Alpha. Never mind.
Yes.
So RK beat Dynamite Alpha. So I think like RK and World Friend were probably the 2 strongest teams in coming into the tournament anyway, except for maybe
I think
JPP, which seems to have been eliminated fairly early on for some reason. But yeah.
All right. It does appear we do have 12 in room. I think it is 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's 12. And we are, as soon as we say that, we're getting underway, courtesy of Mars hosting this room. Again, we are watching Thomas. I'm watching Thomas's POV, point of view. So thank you for him.
Yeah, it's going to be
And we will get underway with race number 1. I would imagine World Friend probably has the majority top spots, as you can see. Yeah, they're going Wario Stadium right off the bat. It looks like they probably got top 2 with Thomas because they're going Wario Stadium. I doubt they would go Wario Stadium if RK had 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, so I'm guessing Thomas is probably we're gonna see him get inserted into those top positions, because or else, like, this could be spelled, he is actually just straight up second, because or else that could have spelled disaster for World Friend there, because all RK really needed to do realistically was just bump Mars out. Yeah, so top 2 starting here for World Friend on Stadium, so this should be a good race for them. Ideally, either Thomas or Mars stays in first.
As we did see, though, it was RK in what looked to be 3, 4, 5, 6. So if World Friend struggle to get up to the front lap 1, then I don't know, it could be kind of counterintuitive, really. And we do see already a decent amount of RK coming up into the top spots. Thomas is holding a red. There's Angel ahead of him, but not quite sure if he has space to throw it. It doesn't look like he does. Oh, he's going to get bumped off as well. Wow. Don't see that all that.
Very unfortunate. Yeah, I think that was 2, 3, 4 for RK. I think Mars was able to hold on to first. I just saw him get hit out, so that should be a lot of top spots for RK currently. I know I'm assuming the Roy would be Sebas and the Wario is Sliver, so that we can use as a hint. So I'm thinking that's top 2, maybe even like top 3. Pack is really tight. I can't really tell what's going on, but I'm assuming that's like top 2, 4 at the very least for RK right now.
Yeah, currently being a 9th. Quad shrooms for Thomas right now, not ideal. He would probably want something else to try and to try and help him catch up. Streams are okay, but, the only... He's not going to get the chain either. That's unfortunate. But the only shortcut on this track really is this upcoming one here, which everyone is taking. Valer in 5th with triple reds. So if that is RK in top 3, and we did see a Roy spinning out, that would be Sebas.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so Sebas is going to get punished for chucking that red there. Able to come into top spots. Oh, okay, getting started. I'm actually unsure who's in first now. I think I may have been wrong. That actually might be World Friend in like top 2.
Yeah, you would think so, because we do see Sliver back there. He's pretty far back, so he was most certainly going for Shark, which doesn't look like... Yeah, he's stopping again. It doesn't look like he has it.
Yeah.
So this is looking like a pretty damn good race for World Friend. Roberto's up here in 6th, but
It might actually been like a top 5-7.
it's entirely
know.
possible.
I'm not 100%. Oh,
It
yes,
is
it was.
top
It was a
5-7.
top 5-7.
Yes,
Yeah.
wow. So that track pick definitely paying off for Worldfriend with that top 2. Even though on the start of lap 1 or halfway through lap 1, it was looking a little bit shaky with RK in those top to mid spots like 3-4, maybe 3-4-5. But yeah, they managed to keep their composure, and more notably, they kept the top spots that mattered, and the rest of the team managed to get up very nicely, and that's a top 5-7. So a plus 38 right off the bat for World Friend Star. That is huge, and RK, they've got 11 races to come back, but that is a huge.
Yeah,
That's a kind of a huge deficit.
yeah,
already.
it's more of like it's not that bad because you're thinking, oh, 38 in 11 races, like, whatever, that's not that big of a deal. But really, the whole big deal of it is that's just devastating, race
Race
one.
1.
Like, it's like, oh, it's just race 1, but that kills your mentality, that kills the whole call. Everyone's just like, oh man, we just got top 5-7, like, what now? And they just have to move on, and I trust RK is able to just move on, because I mean, I assume they're fairly experienced in this department. I don't think they're going to just be mopey and just get slaughtered by Worldfriend moving forward here. Good thing they got the track pick too. Worldfriend not able to capitalize on the top 5, and now they just got a reset on a bagging track. So Thomas doing the around the pillar strat, which I don't know how useful that is in reality, because realistically, you're not going to get shocked for a set. So
yeah, very well-known strat in Mario Kart history, as we all know, going around the pillar.
Yeah.
So, 9, 10, 11 right now. 8, 9, 10, 11 make that for Worldfriend. So there's quite a lot of them back here, especially in contrast to RK. There's a couple of RK back here, but definitely a lot more Worldfriend than there are RK, I must say.
Yeah, this is looking like a lounge match to me. Thomas is really far back here. Like, top spots, yeah, they're reaching. That didn't cancel blue. That was weird. I'm not 100% sure what that shock was. Whether I'm gonna assume that was a spam shock from someone, either an accidental or both teams had it, and one team was like, "Oh, 3, 2, 1, activate." Because I'm unsure. I didn't see anyone dodge. So.
That's the issue with being that far back on desert, right? You can be so far back, and you can be. Oh, he just stole a shot. Hello.
Okay.
That is one of the most unexpected. Okay, you know what? I think what happened is the shot was spammed because someone else had another one, and that's what Thomas may have just stolen, because he used that ghost in like 10th.
Yeah. Okay. So able to dodge the blooper because he chained a plant, which is really funny. Now Worldfriend is top 3 and sitting pretty, because I think like that's Mars with a star, Valor with a shroom. I think Rox is right behind him with another shroom. Like,
yeah, dodging that blue shell with a star. I think
he has a horn. Is that a horn after it? Jeez.
Yeah,
okay, that guy was set to dodge. I would take this big cut here if I were Thomas. Okay, I guess. Okay.
Okay, Rock's coming up as well, so there's going to be a top 3. Drac, however, and Sebas coming in with shrooms. Thomas is going to say, none of that. Get out of our top 3.
Yeah, opting to... Rock's taking the double, which could spell disaster, but no, he got triple nano, so he's okay.
He's going to going into the cut.
Be toxic. Miss them. Watch out for these nanos. He gets redded. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of that. Yeah, okay. I don't think I'm a huge fan of what Thomas... Like, I understand why he did it. His team still got top 3. That's a +6 race, but to me, it's like you don't really need to go for ballsy plays like that when you're up 38 after a single race. You can kind of just, go around the cut. You don't really need to.
Well, you can't really blame him. I think in the situation, you're top 3 and you've got triple bananas with the enemy team being 4-5. You may as well go for it, because if it connects. If a banana connects with at least one of them, then that's basically securing a top, at least top 2 for your team, right?
Yeah, you secure a top 2, which, I don't know. I think, I'm not a huge, I don't know. I definitely would not have done that, personally. Because I would have taken it as I know people are going to take cuts. I'm going to hold my nanos and be toxic once they come out of cut in like 8th. and be terrible in that sense, because I would assume World Friend was mostly in top spots, so it would have been a lot of RK that'd be coming out of cut. But either way, worked out in the end. They got top 3, bottom 3 though, but still, that's really World Friend realistically +6 race. That's fine. Like,
well, yeah. All right, 2 people burning out. One on the side of World Friend Star, one on the side of RK, and another 1-for-1 trade already right off the bat. Someone getting taken out in the cut as well. They did have a shroom though, so they are okay. That's going to be Sliver in last place. 9, 10, 11 for World Friend Star right now. Do you see a lot of blood being spilled? Wow. Thomas already up into 6th, just like that, around a couple of corners. This track, as we know, it favors mid spots hugely, just because of that one shortcut at turn 1.
Yeah,
how much
literally
it
that
saves.
one shortcut. Interesting. Okay, interesting play to opt to shroom immediately to try and trail. The top 2 here should be relatively secure, considering Sebas is getting sandwiched between a bunch of World Friend members.
Yeah, it looks like Thomas is playing.
Oh,
that was
hidden banana spot. It was hidden behind the coin. Couldn't even see that.
As Drag gets clapped, so does Thomas though, as soon as I say
so
that.
Does Thomas.
But yeah, for the most part, it's looking like Thomas is playing pretty damn aggressive. And who's that stopping at the set? Drac whipping out a plant in 8th. The infamous 8th place box. Stealing triple greens. But we'll see if Thomas decides to hold on to this star, which he doesn't. He's gonna chain it into a crazy 8.
That sucks for Track. He's probably like, oh, dude. But I don't know who's in bottom spots. Like,
there goes a shot. There's a star on the ground. I'm not sure if anyone's going to see that though. A Sliver dodges with a bill as well. He's going to be billing. Will he be billing through the cut in 3rd? I'm not sure.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Realistically, that's what he has to do. But I'm unsure. Okay, I'm guessing that was a an RK shot, but it only dodged Sliver.
Yes, it was.
Seemingly, I'm guessing it got RK into boxes though. I think that's why they did that. But 2, 3, 4 for World Friend.
Yeah, that would definitely explain. Oh, here comes the horn.
What?
The blue. He's not going to horn it. I think that must be RK in first then. After dodging the shock.
Yeah, it was Sliver, right? Like, I'm not 100% sure what Thomas is doing here. He just kind of choked this race away, getting 9th. That was an odd decision to go in the middle of the track when the blue's coming down. Because like it looked like he was primed to horn it. Yeah. I don't know why. And he may have asked in call who was first, not getting an answer. I think at that point Thomas could have realized that it was Sliver that dodged up and would have known that that was him in first, and you didn't have to try and block blue. So I'm not 100% sure on what Thomas went for there.
All right. It was a 1-4-5 for RK. I think that's definitely going to be a winning race. Yeah, it's going to be a +4 for RK, which is something. They're still down 38 points, though, with 9 races to go.
Yeah.
RK, they either need a lot of small winning races. Well, I say small, relatively sized winning races, or just one gigantic ass race like World Friend Star had on race 1 with that top 5-7.
Yeah.
Well,
I think if they can get this difference down into the 20s, they'll be looking pretty okay. Like if they can win this race by 14 or 16 or something like that to get it into the mid-20s range after a GP, which isn't too terrible, they could probably mount a comeback, because right now they've been doing good to keep the loss stable. Like World Friend got the top 5, but World Friend hasn't been able to add like a 20-point race on top of it just to make it even worse.
Yeah.
Okay, Thomas is going to opt to bag into the set. The only person going back to the
Excuse me? Yeah, what? Why is he the only... When was the last time I saw this? Hello? Usually there's like at least 3 people, right?
It's a it's a very Western thing to do, apparently. If you guys have ever played Lounge...
We all heard that. We all heard what you were about to say, Koopa.
No, but apparently it is. Like, Japanese players rarely actually go into the pit stop. They don't bag until first set instead, so... Interesting. I mean, really, it doesn't matter either way, because you're not going to get shock at that pit stop set, nor you're going to get it at the first set. You can get it at the third set, though.
You can definitely get it at the third set, though. Hello. I was drinking. That was a shock for Thomas. And the question is, can RK pull something as well? Sliver can see that World Friend.
Yeah. Sliver knows, and he has a star.
Is that a bill or a blue shell? It's hard to see. He's going to dodge Sliver. He's going to I think he chained half his team, and the other half he might have gotten them into boxes. Yeah, Shuttle was holding a blue shell.
And I think Sebas did dodge as well. Sebas, I think, had a ghost because I don't see him on the minimap anymore. And yeah, okay, there he is. So I think this is 2, 3, 4, 5 for World Friend.
Exactly. So if Sebas does get taken out, which is entirely possible, especially with Thomas throwing this red,
I don't think that's reaching. Like realistically.
Hello! They both took each other out.
Oh, Sebas is going to be getting first, but really, oh
wow, Drac, hello, that star coming in out of nowhere.
Yeah,
it wasn't Drac, it was Angel.
Yeah, it's Angel. Angel able to come up and mount a comeback into the behind first positions of World Friend 1-3, which is okay.
Unfortunately, it was a bit too late.
RK wants. Yeah,
it was a bit too late for that red to connect, and also 1-3-7-8-9, I think it was.
Something like that.
Yeah, 1-3 is nice, but then the 7-8-9 and then whatever the other spot was, I don't know, either 10th, 11th, or 12th. It's a bit. It's not what you want. I think that's a losing race, actually. It's a -2. It's a winning race, actually.
Yeah, it's a winning race for RK. They're down 36, so they were able to. So far, after these 3 races, other than that top 5, they're actually winning by 2. So, okay, definitely showing that they definitely could have been in a way better position if it weren't for that top 5 on Wario Stadium, which you got to be ready for against a team like World Friend. Like they're just gonna smack you. It's almost like World War. You get Wario Stadium, and it's like, okay, we got to damage control this. Let's not lose this race by more than like 20.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, just because you think it shouldn't happen doesn't mean it won't happen. So
Yeah, obviously.
So yeah, as you said, RK are keeping it relatively close, bar that race 1.
Yeah,
which is good to see. But having these tie races though, if you're down by 40, it's not good because you're just giving yourself less time to catch up at the end of the day. So again, they do have more than enough time to come back, but the more close races they get, then the harder it will become for them.
Okay, Thomas opting for this up box. I think Sliver might actually be already going for shock. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know what necessarily the top spots are composed by, but it's all the Waluigis, so I'm not 100%. Sebas and Sliver back there.
There's quite a lot of RK back here because we do.
There's also rocks. So, oh jeez, terrible spot to get bombed. You got bombed into the off-road.
Is that a shock or was that a star? I think that was a star, but yeah, it was a star. Oh, hello, that's a shock. That's both. How about both? A star and a shock. Making my job very easy for me, Thomas. Thank you very much. He's going to chain the star. See what he gets behind his shock. He's going to get a bill. That's really nice. Now, the question is, when are they going to use this? Because if they do decide to target shock, RK, that's very late. And it's a very long time to be holding on to the shock, especially when there's at least 2 RK back there who could also potentially pull it. So
yeah, I also don't know. Maybe I'm thinking like 1-3 or top 2 or something like that would actually be RK. And oh my gosh, yeah,
that was close. Yeah, using it right close before he gets considered out of bounds.
That was
very nice reactions. Very nice reactions indeed. Yeah. And although Thomas won't be getting a huge race himself, his team, however, might be getting top 2-5, I think. Yep, top 2-5, 6, 7, 8.
No, 1-5.
Oh no. Oh wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
who's an RK member in second?
Screw it, dude. I take back what I said. It was a terrible race.
That wasn't awful, but it was definitely better than what they could have gotten. So I'm thinking RK was actually in very good position. Very good for Thomas to spam that. If Thomas wasn't able to spam that shock, that would have been disastrous because I would have been like 2-3 seconds late. Like they would have canceled the blue at that point, practically for them. So
it must be said, even with that shot, RK getting 2-3-4, was it?
Yeah. That is a +2 race for World Friend, which realistically World Friend's fine with that because they're still up 38. Going into race 6, so they don't really need to. The pressure's not on them. That's the main thing. So. ED coming out for RK. Oh,
They
Rocks
really-
DC'd.
Oh,
Make note of that.
overbagged maybe? I'm not sure.
I don't
He
know. I
was on
think
the back for the majority of that race, so
yeah. I think he just
we'll never
DC'd.
know.
I don't think he overbagged.
I must say, having a bot shock would have made things a lot more interesting, especially if it was used as Thomas was holding a shock of his own. So
yeah, unfortunately,
didn't happen though.
Happen. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, unfortunately, I don't know if that would have been fortunate or not.
Sebas gets taken out at the start of ED, so that's one less RK member that Wolf have to worry about. Did Flo just fall off, or is that lag?
I'm thinking that was lag because I think because Thomas is still in 6th. I think Flo might actually still be in 1st.
I don't think it. No, I think he might have actually.
Yeah.
I think he did fall off. Either that or he got bumped off. Yeah, Drax in first right now, so it's 2-3 for World Friend, but a 1-4-5 currently for RK.
And
Who's
all
that in last?
I don't know. And all Rocks and Thomas have are shrooms. Rocks has nothing now because he just chucked that green instead of waiting for a straightaway. But that's fine. Banana? No, okay.
Very nice reaction from Luigi on to throw that red to get rid of that banana.
I don't think that was a reaction. I think he was just throwing the red.
I feel like if he was gonna,
ooh, good back.
I think if he was gonna throw the red, he would have chained it. That's the thing. So.
No, because Rocks
way.
was going on green path. But anyway, yeah, that's not.
We don't know.
Valor just getting clapped in the wall by that red.
He was redded onto the glider though, but there's a lot. It seems like there's quite a lot of RK up here right now. Granted, Sebas and Sliver are towards the back. If Wolfram don't pull a shock, which they may have in last, because it doesn't look like last is actually going through the cut.
Yeah, first dodged the shock, by the way, or the blue. Sorry. So I think that's still top 2 for.
Yeah, there you go. The shot gets used from 12th place.
I think
that actually may be an RK shock, you know, because Sebas dodged, Sliver dodged. Who's that in Angel dodged? Yeah, that's most certainly an RK shock.
Yeah. Oh, this is not good for Thomas.
Yeah.
Here. He's going to get a really poor position because even if he hits them with fire, he still has to go around.
It's looking like most of World Run are getting pretty poor positions. This is looking like a pretty damn good race for World Run for RK here.
Yes. Yeah,
top 2, 4, 7.
Bottom 2 though kind of hurts, but that's still a good race. It's definitely a start. It can definitely play with the top 2. Try getting a running track here, and thank you Nair for the raid. I just saw that in chat. But yeah, so a +8 race for RK, down 30. So other than the top 6, RK would actually be up. So.
Yeah, World Run Star. They've been holding on to this kind of like safety net ever since race 1, really, and they've never really had to fall into it. So we're still kind of waiting for that, either that huge race from RK or just the few good consecutive races, like the 3 +10s in a row, for example.
Yeah.
For RK to slowly but surely get rid of this lead. They've got, I think, slightly under half the war. In fact, exactly half the war going into race 7 to mount this comeback. It's not 30 points is not a huge point deficit, but it is most certainly a deficit nonetheless.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, you can make back 30 points in 2 races. Ish. Like, if you have 2 good races in a row, that's about as many points as you can make up. But
well, I mean, you can make up 80 points in 2 races.
But, yeah, you can. But, like, realistically, 30 points in 2 is kind of doable if you play the races well and have a bit of lady luck on your side, especially at this level, because people are really good at the game. You can't bank on the other team making mistakes necessarily. But Sebas seems to have been able to stay in first. I don't know if that's an RK member that's still behind him. A lot of RK backers. See Luigi on Sliver, I think it was Roberto, and I also saw Angel back there. So I think Sebas might be alone in first here.
You just see one bomb. That bomb from Sebas is huge.
And then all of a sudden, RK is just top 2, 4, 5, and bumping Thomas off.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah,
amazing for RK. Thomas getting the short end of the stick there, being bumped off. unfortunately, for the most part, Thomas has been spending most of this war in the back of the pack.
Ooh,
A
what
blue
an
shell
8th place
coming in
bar.
for Sebas. Almost backing his teammate there. Hold on, that was a little bit suspicious there. But this could potentially be a top 4 right now for RK. Oh yeah, it is. It is a top 4. We literally just spoke about that earlier. Was that a single stream from an 8th place box and not triple greens? Wow.
Yeah, well, single shrimp still isn't very good. Oh, a
hello.
shot? Oh, whose shock was that? Was that spammed? Okay, Squidz seems to have an issue, but I'm unsure who's that shock. That must have been a World Friend shock, because otherwise there's no, like, I don't understand why that would have been RK. But I don't know who dodged. Like, someone seemed to have dodged in a star in 5th, and someone else, I think, got changed into boxes because they were quite big. So I'm thinking World Friend might actually be getting first here, unless I misread the minimap and that actually was just straight up an RK member that dodged. Sebas is back here, and so is Sliver. I didn't see who was behind Thomas. That give us an so Angel. Yeah, so FlowX did actually dodge. So that was World Friend 2, 3, 4. For RK and last. So still an okay race, but like a tie race. Like RK has been getting decent races at the top, but then they just haven't had the conglomerate of mid spots that they've needed to really have a good race.
Yeah,
like it's like, oh, we got 1-5, but like, you know, we got 2, 3, 4. It's like, okay, cool, 2, 3, 4, but we got 9, 8, 9 last, which isn't very good. Like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or like 6, 7 would be much better for RK in this situation. But
it did seem like RK was holding on to quite a lot of top spots there.
I've been informed in chat by Theo, who says that it was actually an RK shock. So
no, that was on ED.
No, he said it. It was an RK shock, actually.
Wow, that was actually an RK shock. That's actually really interesting.
It's interesting. I'm confused.
I guess that would explain why only one person dodged, but the person that did dodge was Flo, who got first. So, yeah. Ultimately, they would have been better off holding it, but I guess in the moment, you don't want Worldfriend getting a shock, but especially when RK are like top 4. So.
Yeah, I don't know what the play could have been there, because I don't know. Because if the guy had shock after a dodge, then the play is to hold your dodge until you think Worldfriend is going to use a shock, and then you have the shock out in a dodge.
Hello.
Okay, that was just some very.
Going to save it there, but not quite. But yeah, I think the play for that last race for RK was to actually just hold the shock, and probably until RK was over the glider, and then try and TS 5-6 if Worldfriend were 5-6, which isn't
or
easy.
Or just use it when Worldfriend gets shock. So I don't know, like maybe Worldfriend had shock and RK was just like, oh, 3, 2, 1, activate.
We don't know.
Because it's like we're not letting Worldfriend TS us en masse, but anyway.
Speaking of shock, though, it does look like Sliver might be going back to try and fish something up. As we say that, Thomas is also stopping at this first set. Triple shrooms and a star. Drac is in a star of his own. Sliver is stopping, but he's activating a bill.
So I don't know who's in last. Last doesn't seem to be using anything. No shock, no bill. So either they have a bill. Okay, yeah, there we go. It's a bill.
Yep, Sliver not pulling it, unfortunately for his team. I think I was Drac behind Thomas holding a star.
Yeah, Thomas seems
blue
to be
shell coming in.
Yeah, blue shell coming up. I think Thomas just seems to be using his invincibility items to like. I guess I was gonna say maybe he thought a shock was in play and just was using them in case, like so that hopefully he would dodge. But see, like last is really far back there, and I have no clue. They must have something back there. It has to be either a shock or a blue. But blue was just used. Oh no, they're stopping on set.
They're looking for it, and I think that's why Thomas is holding his dodge in case he thinks something does happen. Perhaps I think he's saving it. So his top 3, over the glider now, because it does look like Worldfriend probably are top 3. And if he's in a ghost right now, but will he make it? Oh, he's dodging.
Yeah, he does dodge. Rock's got glued on the line, but I don't think that really matters. I think Worldfriend still got top 4 there. Maybe that was actually a Worldfriend shock. No, it wasn't. No.
I don't know. I think it's possible it was a Worldfriend shock, because if it was an RK shock, surely they would have TS'd Worldfriend.
Yeah.
Right?
Although I think the person in last was going for shock for too long. I think that's a mistake some people make is they try to go for shock when it realistically doesn't matter anymore, because once you don't get it, like if you're going into lap 3, like look how far back whoever was in last was, like I guess at that point, you sacrifice your race to pull shock, but you shouldn't be in a position on a track like Dolphin Shoals that you're sacrificing your race that hard to go for a shock, no matter how desperate you need it, because realistically you should have been in a bill strat in 10th or something, and that would have brought you up to a mid spot.
Yeah, I mean, we all know how busted shocks are on that track because of not only the target shock section over the glider, but also because of the how it can be used in combination with 2 bill strats. So if RK did pull a shock, they most definitely would have used it sooner.
Yeah,
but we're going to Cheeseland.
but it
so,
was an RK shock. I'm thinking they got it second set, lap 3, and then went, oh, good, we can just use shock, and then just kind of screwed themselves there because they got all of World Friend after glider, so they passed one player.
Yeah, so if that actually was an RK shock, it seems like twice now in 2 races where they've used a shock, but it's just not worked for them, and if anything, it's worked more for World Friend. So yeah, RK have got to be careful, especially on Cheeseland, if they're going to be pulling more shocks of their own.
Yeah, Cheeseland is a little more bread and butter when it comes to shock pulling. This definitely looks like tier A to me because there's so many people are so far back.
It just looks like tier anything.
I don't understand what, because they're about to get lapped, right?
No, they're in first. They're top 2.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. They're about to get lapped.
No, they're not.
I mean, they were at one point. Okay, well, Thomas has shock. It dodges with it, so I'm guessing that was World Friend that you just used that. So Thomas is going to have shock up here in 7th. I don't know if RK knows about it. I think the RK might assume because they just kind of spammed that.
Oh yeah, wow, that was unfortunate for Thomas. You would imagine that's an RK shock, right?
Yeah.
Because if it was a World Friend shock, then why would they use it behind Thomas, right?
Is it possible that both teams dodged with a shock in that scenario, and that one team had a plan, the other didn't, or they both had a plan but both didn't work out?
Oh, that sucks. You say, is it possible? I actually think it's likely. I can't really think of what else could have happened because that did not seem like 30 seconds, did it not? I don't know.
That's what I was thinking too. It felt like a little quick on the draw for that.
Either way, there shouldn't be another shock for the rest of this race.
Okay.
Thomas just about getting a box and getting a shroom. Kind of lucky there. Drag pulling triple reds, that's not going to do too much though.
Able to squeeze out 6th. Then
I think there's kind of a lot of RK in the back. Yep. Yeah. Bottom 3 for RK, top 3 for World Friend. This is just looking more and more grim for RK right now, Koopa.
Yeah, I don't, RK at this point, how much are they down by? They're going to be down 3 races left. They're down 76.
Yeah, that's
so if they lose this race by 4, actually, if they don't win this race by 30 plus, it's basically GG's because they'll be at a margin where it's just
relatively impossible.
Yeah, relatively impossible because I mean, yeah, sure, if they're down 78, they can technically get top 5-7 twice and win by I think 2 or something.
Well, no, if they're down by 78, if they got top 5-7 twice, they lose by 2.
Oh no, wait, yeah, they'd lose by 2. They'd have to get top 6 and then top 5-7. Yeah. So unless RK starts averaging 30-point wins here, it's looking like a loss. But hopefully RK still believes in themselves and they don't just throw this out to the wind. Seemingly don't care. But
yeah. They're getting their track pick, and I know RK do like themselves a little bit of Yoshi Valley, so we'll have to see if this is the race that they can turn things around. Start to turn things around.
If there's a track to gamble a tournament on, it's this one, to be honest. This is this is like a top 6. This is a kind of track where you can get top 4 at the same. You can get just some massive race, you can just pull it out of thin air. But at the same time, both teams can do that. So I don't know. I'm unsure. I really don't like the cannon thing. I know it's for coins, but I still disagree with it on principle. But anyway, few RK. I don't know who's last.
I do think it was probably RK. You see Drac and Sebas kind of chilling in the back, probably with dodge items in their pocket. Sebas is going to be taking cut. Thomas is going to be taking cut. Oh, this... I think... Who was that? Drac? No, it's Sliver. Why do I always think every single RK member is Drac, dude?
It's just Drac every time. Oh, that green. Good on avoiding that.
Sliver's holding a star in 7th. A blue shell is being thrown by last.
That will connect because it's both thrown at a weird time.
Yeah, most definitely.
So star in 6 with triple greens after it is a really weird chain. I'm guessing he's gonna have to hold this until cut because I don't think he's gonna get shrooms if he changes his star. So yeah, that's what he's gonna do. This should spell disaster for the RK members. Oh, go around.
Oh,
that's a shock and play.
Possibly.
Oh, jeez, that fire.
Sliver's holding a star as well as Thomas activates his own.
I'm guessing RK has the shock then because otherwise,
yeah, you see lots of people stopping it. That's
like,
a really good pull for 8th place. Well,
yeah, able to have this and be in a. Oh my goodness. Okay, Thomas dodges the shock if there is a shock. There we go.
Oh, but did you see that? As soon as Sliver came out of his dodge, they used it. Wow, I think that's some sort of miscommunication there. So Sliver not quite dodging. A couple of arcade dodging, but with Thomas dodging, that's a 2-3-4 right now. With Sebas in first, who might get double redded here by Mars. Mars is holding
Mars
a shroom.
Is just gonna take cut.
Gonna have to watch out for his teammate Thomas though. Oh. Where did he go? There he is.
Well, that's GG's. I'm pretty sure. I think the 2-3-4 is enough.
Yeah, that's potentially.
Seal it there.
GG's.
Yeah, that is GG's.
2,
That's
3,
not
4,
enough.
7, 8, 12.
I'm pretty sure that's a win by more than 4 for World Friend there. I could be wrong on that one. But...
No, yeah, that most definitely will be. Yes, the spots were 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 12. So yeah, as you said, that should be it. That's definitely.
That's literally exactly a +4.
Oh, is it? Oh wow.
If RK wants to bring it back, they have to top 6 twice.
I mean,
which
I can see in the media staff chat, Rookie believes in them, dude. So I don't know. I'm gonna put it out there now. If it happens, then good God.
I mean, this wouldn't be the first time. First time I've seen a tie in a grand final situation. Need I remind everyone of the agility amateur bracket finals that ended in a tie, and then we had to. It went to lose. It was like the second game of grands, and it ended in a tie. And like we had to watch an extra full GP. Anyway, it was crazy, but
but the difference here though is that they're down 80 points with 2 to go.
Yeah, not
so
like 10.
If they do get a tie, it would have to be after 2 consecutive top 6s, which let's not kid ourselves. Pretty damn unlikely. Possible, but pretty damn unlikely. Hope everyone's got their lottery tickets ready.
Yeah, especially against a team like World Friend. Like, that's not a team you can just top 6. You know, it's like it's not a team you can reliably do that. And realistically, it's not something you can reliably do anyway. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a war that was top 6 every race. Has that ever happened in any like official capacity? Someone in chat might know, like a World Cup match where Japan just completely smacked some tiny country to like next week. But I don't know.
Wait, are you talking about race 1?
No, Perfect Wars.
Oh,
like
Perfect Wars.
Like the full team gets top 6 every race.
Dude, not on cast. Definitely not on cast. If anything, far from it. Why would we even dare cast a match where one team's gonna get like 700 points overall, right? So...
Yeah, I mean, that'd be crazy. But like, that's funny is if you get top 6 every race, like you basically won the war because the only way you can catch up that in a half is like the top 6 back.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy in theory to watch. Can you imagine watching that kind of match?
I don't even want to imagine it, dude.
Like, just top 6 first 6 and then bottom 6 the next. Kind of cool. But anyway, Thomas seems to have been playing from the mid spot, getting a star in 7th. I've been paying too close. Oh, Sliver just smacking him out. I haven't been paying too close attention, but I don't think anyone's really been going for shock.
I don't think anyone has it. No one's at distance right now. no one's exactly been stopping for dodges or anything. Thomas has just been kind of getting them naturally because he's once again being at the back. I'm not calling you out or anything, bro. Just saying. He's getting a triple streams and a ghost. You probably would have preferred
That bomb
ghost
coming
first,
from first
but...
kind of clap people out. I'm thinking this might actually be like
Whoa.
top 3 for World Friend.
Dude, can we talk about how Thomas managed to get second? What? He was in like 8th, and then he just shroomed up and he's in second.
Oh, it's Draken first. Well, still 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12. Yeah, that's 6 positions for that. Now that is really for real this time. GG's. Like there's no way to win
Confirmed.
now.
GG's.
Confirmed mathematically.
GG's.
GG's. So the best that Arcade can do is a 44-point loss.
Yeah, let's try and keep it close, RK. I mean, let's be real, right? So RK have had a pretty good run, making it to second in EuroLeague. It's no small feat, right? They've had to go against some pretty good teams, and they had a really, I don't want to say dominant win against Dynamite Alpha in the losers finals, but you know.
Yeah,
beating the by 1 by that.
So I have been informed in chat that there has actually been a match where a team just completely like destroyed another team, and it was Japan versus Paraguay in a World Cup where Japan beat Paraguay 725 to 259, which is a 466-point win, which I think is like that's 14 points off of a perfect 480. So.
That's incredible because you've also got to take into consideration like with the shocks. Like from the enemy, it's so hard to like keep a top 6 with that.
Yeah, because like Paraguay could realistically pick something like Desert, and surely one of their players would end up in like 4th or something, right, exactly, to break that kind of streak. But so that's apparently the only time it's ever happened. I mean, realistically, it doesn't happen in any official match because no team is that much better in an official match, generally speaking, where they're able to just completely obliterate just solidly. Because even when D1 teams play like in the seeded tournaments, right, they play like the lowest seed, they still win by like, say they play a full war, they'll win by like 150 or something. That's or like something like that, like, or 200 and something, which is still like way off the 480 needed for a perfect war. So
I still cannot believe a 460 Japan versus Paraguay. That's funny. We love you, Paraguay. You'll get there eventually.
Yeah,
anyway,
it's not your fault you had to play against Japan. So
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Let's see if Thomas can pull something. Nope, he can't.
No, well, he got a star golden, which isn't too terrible. Is that a shock from? No, it's a star. A lot of arcade back here. I think World Friend is actually just top 3 or something like that.
Yeah, the Sliver is kind of chilling in 4th. I don't want to say chilling because there's kind of a lot of World Friend around him. Because if that's a top 3, 5, 6, 7 right now.
Pieces fired.
This is a top 6 now because Arcade got taken out. Now,
we might.
Can they keep their top 6? I don't know. I think it's unlikely, but.
Oh, geez. I think Thomas accidentally forward spammed a red there.
Yeah. Top 4, 6.
6, like 7.
Oh, Luigi on hat.
Okay. We just can't read minimaps. We're sorry, guys. That was a decent race for Arcade to finish on.
I was so sure that Arcade were like all bottom spots. I don't know. We're bad casters, alright? We'll own up to our mistakes.
10-point win to seal it. So Arcade, if they had only played those last 3 races, they would have won by 2. GG's from Thomas there on the stream. It's pretty cute. But so that's it for EuroLeague. GG's to World Friend for winning and beating Arcade. GG's to all the teams that did play. Full results are probably going to get posted within this weekend, and like the whole tournament is probably going to get updated on the registry relatively soon. So
that's another tournament win for World Friend Star to put under their belts. I swear they deserve like 3 entire trophy cabinets at this point. I
Yeah,
swear to God,
they've won a lot. They've won
they
a
won
lot.
a lot, and full credit to them. They don't really they're not showing any signs of slowing down as well. So let's see how
Yeah.
long they can
So yeah.
continue.
Now this was EuroLeague, but tonight at like I think 10:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this is really late. If you're from Europe, I wouldn't recommend staying up for this just to maintain a sleep schedule. But it's going to be the America's Cup Finals, I believe. I'm unsure who against who. I should know this, but fortunately I don't. So we'll find out. That'll be casted by Jacob and Aaron. At least that's the plan. So
Also, before we sign off, don't forget it was announced yesterday the Secret Santa 2v2 free for all. It's going to be happening just a few days after Christmas. So hopefully it shouldn't conflict with any of your plans.
It'll be on the Sunday on the 27th. So.
Yes. It's going to be a 2v2 Mogi style tournament where your partner is random, and the whole gimmick is you actually never know who they are until after the event is finished, which is very fun. It had a pretty damn good turnout last year, and we're expecting a pretty good one again this year. So if you're interested in that, sounds pretty fun. Make sure to head on over to the Mario Kart Central website and sign yourself up.
So,
and apart from that, I think that's going to be it for us, Koopa.
Yeah, I don't have anything to add to that. I think that's about it. So, GG's once again to all the teams that played in EuroLeague, and good job to World Friend for winning it all.
And hopefully you will tune in later tonight for the America's Cup Grand Finals. Hopefully we can see you there. Peace out, everyone.
Goodbye.